Mm, 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 mm. Well. It looks like there's going to be quite the stir of stories and happenings and misdealings that will be surfacing like oil to the top of the water. What's going on, everybody? Big shout out to everybody picking up in the live stream. We are still on and popping, even while Formula One is trying to gear up for the new season. We got some hefty things to talk about right here. Sergio Perez is talking. He said, I'm not under Red Bull rules anymore. I don't have to worry about Red Bull anymore. But what y'all need to know is this. And I'm just waiting. I am just waiting for that moment that the big story pops. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. What's up to Julius in the super chat? What's up to K5? White Iverson is in the super chat. Or in the chat, not the super chat. Don't forget super chats do go towards the giveaway prizes. But let's go ahead and talk about this, man. Let's go ahead and bring this to the forefront because this is really interesting. Because a lot of us had already clued in or mentioned that we felt that this type of situation was going on with Red Bull and Sergio Perez. What's going on? Oh, DA, we got DRS 44 in the house. So right here, says I was very fast. It was a problem. If I was very fast, it was a problem. Because if I created a very tense environment at Red Bull, if I was faster than Max, it was a problem. If I was slower than Max, it was a problem. It was also a problem. So I learned a lot from what as well I have to make the best of it and get the most out of it. Sergio Perez, Cadillac. What are we doing right here, man? Did we not, what's up, Miss Dino? Did we not talk about this type of stuff? Did we not wonder if Perez was being manipulated in such a way to boast up the golden white hope of Max Verstappen? We talked about this. We talked about this type of situation several times. Here's another one. On Horner, we would race two cars, but this project was built for Max Verstappen. This project, that's pretty much what we've been saying. A team that's been building cars around one driver and now it's shot them in the foot. Sergio Perez does not have to be quiet anymore. Sergio Perez is going to talk his shit. And now what we are getting confirmation on is this. Max Verstappen, while other people talk about Lewis Hamilton and his teammates, Max Verstappen has never had a World Driving Championship teammate on the other side of the garage. And now we know Max Verstappen's teammates, not only have they been handicapped by the development of a car based around one driver and being Max, but they are a problem if they are faster than Max. They are a problem if they do better than Max. And Red Bull will be damned if anybody that's a number two driver outperforms Max. We will find a way to fix it. And Sergio Perez has just given us a bit of evidence that speaks to that being true. We have not been crazy all these times. I'm just saying. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Here's another one right here. If I was slower or faster than Max, it was a problem. Well, we got Super Chat. Liquid Raps is in the house. What's going on, Liquid Raps? Red Bull Exposed. Let's go, Jay. What up from Canada? What's up from the Maple Leaf State? Man, I got some Canadian 1-ounce coins. Big shout out to Canada, man. Canada in the house. Big ups to you. Big ups to you, Liquid Raps. I like that. So, yeah, this is where it's at. This is where we are. This is real talk. A lot of the Max Verstappen fans used to tell us that it was all conspiracy theories, that it was tinfoil cap wearing talk. Well, evidently it's not. We were right. We were all correct in the way that we thought. We were correct in the things that we said. We were correct in the things that we observed and how we interpreted them, is that Red Bull are slowing down or have the issue with Perez and his performance. That's why we saw that sudden turnaround where Perez was only 6 points away from leading the Drivers' Championship against Max Verstappen as a teammate, and went into Miami and came out totally different. They developed the car, changed it up. Perez not performing so well. Max's performance turned up, whereas Max's performance was down. And here it is. These things, listen, let me tell you something. This is not going to be the final time. This is not going to be the final drop in the bucket. There's going to be more coming. As other people leave Red Bull, as Perez furthers himself from Red Bull by ingratiating himself into Cadillac, as Danny Rick is on his hiatus, maybe even possibly, most certainly, I wonder if the culprit of all of it that was manipulated and Massey one day might forget this non-disclosure. I'm about to let it out. I'm about to tell you all what they really did. I'm just saying. Winning can keep a lot of things together. Losing can bring about a lot of tension. And a lot of tension can burst pipes. And right now the pipe is leaking. It is leaking. It is. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. John Harbaugh's out of there. Weren't happy with it. Made some bad calls. That rookie kicker screwed it up for everybody. And now John Harbaugh's without a job. He lost the locker room. Players don't believe in him. Christian Horner's out. Adrian Newey's gone. Helmut Marko got the can. GP might get siphoned off by Aston Martin. Max Verstappen's not going to be able to weather the storm that Lewis Hamilton weathered with Mercedes. He can't do it. He won't do it. And I don't foresee him doing it. This is going to happen. Max may not be a Red Bull anymore. I told you all that Red Bull was changing. Red Bull is changing. And this is another situation that needs to be addressed. This was in regard to Sergio Perez asking Christian Horner what happens if Lawson doesn't perform. And he answers him with, we change him. We have many drivers. That's another situation that exists in Red Bull that a lot of us don't agree with. What's going on, Darth? We do not agree, and nor is it fair at all in any capacity that Red Bull can operate on the same track with 2 teams, 4 drivers, and 4 cars under their control. It's not fair, it's not correct, and it's not even ethical to do. It's just not. There's too many conflict of interest there, and we've seen some of these conflict of interest play out on track. We've seen Red Bull varsity team utilize the junior Red Bull to varsity junior JV team as pawns on track. We've heard of pre-existing meetings or pre-meetings before the race that if this situation takes place, Gasly, this is what we need you to do. You're on a different team, supposedly. You're not supposed to be doing anything in coordination with another team to hamper another team unless you're doing it because it strictly benefits you, and that's not what's happening there. We need you to do that to benefit Max. We need lesser drivers in here to race next to Max. We don't want to disturb Max Verstappen in his fragile mind. That's what's been going on. You can't win the debate ever of Lewis Hamilton having bad teammates. You can't stand up in a debate with me, not even if I had the smallest amount of knowledge on Formula One and I could just look at a driver's record and their accomplishments compared to another driver's teammates' records and their accomplishments. It's clearly obvious. Max Verstappen has not raced against top-notch drivers. I think we all can agree the best 2 drivers he's ever had raced against teammates, one gave him his ass a season, was Danny Rick and Sergio Perez. Everybody else has been dust. And neither one of those drivers is a driving champion. Doesn't have it in his repertoire. So all of this crop pot bullshit talk about Lewis Hamilton not having worthy teammates, about Lewis Hamilton getting beaten by his teammates. Yeah, he got beat by world champions if he ever got beat. Let's not forget about what Lewis did his second year into the season with Alonso, who's a champion, by the way, Crashgate. Also a fraudulent champion like Max. He and Max got a lot in common. But yeah, this is what it is. And I'm enjoying this. This is what we need. I've always said, Sergio Perez, you got to have a backbone, bro. You got to have a backbone. You got to stand up. Better late than never, right? I guess you don't want to rock the boat too much while you're in the midst of the lake of Red Bull. And now that he's out, he's speaking on it. And I'm glad he's speaking on it. He should speak on it. This is definitely something that he should speak on. This is definitely something that confirms a lot of the things we talked about. Mary Beanie, what's going on, Mary Beanie? 40 months member, big shout out, Mary Beanie. Says, watch Red Bull crumble. Happy New Year, Wolfpack family, and happy B-Day to my mom in heaven. Guess what? Condolences and happy birthday to your mom. Condolences and happy birthday to your mom, Mary Beanie. Sir Lewis Hamilton forever. So I had told you all, I warned you that this coming up season was probably about to be a very interesting season. It's been interesting already in the off season. It's not the off season, really, right? It's the build up season. It's been interesting in the build up season. I can only imagine when the livery launches come, when testing is here, and then the first race of the season. Oh my goodness. We're about to have a ball, y'all. This is about to be fun. We're about to turn up. All the problems in your life, hey, guess what? Let's take a little time, a little break away if you can, and let's just indulge ourselves in some of this drama. Some of the dramatic actions are going to happen. And don't forget about Drive to Survive is going to come out. And I kind of lost interest in Drive to Survive, really. Drive to Survive really dropped the ball on me when they tried to cover up all the bullshit that was happening at Red Bull and didn't really cover it. They lost my vote. It showed me that they were indeed compromised because there was so much drama, so much meat at Red Bull during that time. There's no reason why we should not have gotten a more girthy damn take on Red Bull. They covered up a lot. They stayed away from a lot of things. Drive to Survive lost me right there, right? Lost me as far as even watching it for the dramatization, overhyping. They just really kind of covered it up for Red Bull. So I can't trust them now, but I wonder if now it is what it is Drive to Survive going to change a little bit. What's up, Gary in the house? What's up, Gary in the live chat, super chat? We need more in F1 because I'm taking Max out on turn 1. Enough of the bullshit. I feel you. I know that's what you mean. I'm glad you did the ninjas, man. I can't stand the N word, so I'm glad you did the ends, man. But we need more. We need more black men, black women, even if it's out there. Competitors. And you know what? Mary Beanie brought about a very good point in the Wolves Den talk that we had just this past weekend. And that was in regards to Lewis Hamilton and why he gets mistreated and double standards and all of this and the conditions that he lies in. And Mary Beanie just quite frankly put it very boldly. It's color. The reason why Lewis Hamilton can accomplish everything he's accomplished, be the greatest in the sport, and walk about the way he does, treat people fairly, doesn't really flash on anybody, and still get the amount of scrutiny and criticism that is absolutely damning because it's color. Mary Beanie said it, and she's right. She's right. She said it. She's 100% right. I mean, we were going over the top 10 list. How in the hell does Alonso make top 10 lists? How's Albon make the top 10 list? 2 Williams drivers make the top 10 list. Sainz, I'm good with that. Albon, really? Come on, man. Yeah, but we do. And I'm going to tell you this because we've talked about this before. It's not because they can't. It's because they don't want. They don't want it. They don't want to try. And I'm not even just talking about black competitors. I'm talking about women. There's no reason why I got to watch Nick DeVries, Logan Sargent, Crash Tiffy, Lim Lawson have opportunities in Formula One and Jamie Chadwick doesn't get a whiff of it. That's very damning and disrespectful to me. It is. It's very damning and disrespectful to me. I watched so many, Antonio Giovinazzi. I watched so many subpar drivers who had less accomplishments in their driving disciplines than Jamie Chadwick and not get an opportunity in Formula One. I think that is absolutely crazy. Julius in the super chat says, pisses me off. I watch Cameron SS and that allows have something to say about Lewis now and how he's not the best on his team, but no one gives him credit for driving next to another driver. I'm going to tell you something, bro. I really don't even like I got to say a buster's name like that for real. But I'm going to tell you like this. There's certain people that be 10 toes down. There's nothing wrong with objective analysis of a sport, but there comes a time where I got to wonder. You stepping and fetching, right? You under somebody's desk because you just that hard up to try to get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Some people take that route. Some people take that route. And that's the way some people want to live their life. That's the way some people feel like, hey, this is This is how I got to get my opportunity. Maybe I can't be there. I got to be the way they want me to be. And I got to kind of talk the way they want me to talk. Whatever's more attractive for a group of people that will give me more shine or more accolade or more of a pat on the head, then they going to come here and talk shit about me. I'd rather take that route. Some people going to be that way, bro. Some people going to be that way. That's the way some people going to be. And I'm going to tell you, some people know, hey, don't go crazy with him, because you know he will say something to you. So, man, I understand, but some people going to flip. There's no way. It's kind of crazy to judge Lewis and say he's not the best on his team or doesn't have the ability to be the best on his team while he's there for the first time. I mean, what about what Lewis did accomplish for his first year at Ferrari? Ferrari didn't build a good car. Ferrari didn't deliver on their marks. Ferrari had very questionable race strategy. Ferrari got the pit stop award. Great. Box, cool. That didn't win much of shit. That's awesome. You got something. You walked away with something. But Charles was 5th. Lewis is 6th. By any metrics of points that you want to go between the two, Charles has been in the Ferrari system for damn near a decade, bro. Lewis Hamilton just got there. Just got there. Mind you, finished in points in majority of the race this season, except for maybe 3. And I'm talking about where he finished. I'm not talking about the situations where cars crashed or a car failed. I'm talking about that he finished. Lewis didn't do horrible he didn't even do bad this season. You know, it's the effect of looking in the sun and then trying to read a book. You're not going to be able to really do it right off. Lewis has done so many great things that seeing him now struggle, it makes it look so egregious, but it's really not. It's really not. So I'm not on that boat. I'm not on this, I got to do what they want me to do and I got to be this way so I can be a good old boy and maybe they'll let me in. Still ain't got it, bro. Still ain't did it. I've been me and had more opportunities than that. And whether I get them or not, again, I had them. And whether I choose to be who I am, to do what I do, how I want to do it, and be around the people that are here to support just being me, I love y'all for it. I don't need 100,000 subscribers. I got solid people in here that live different lifestyles and all are here because you know what? We get to be ourselves here. So I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the family I got because they ain't got one. Y'all are the dopest. Y'all are the dopest people on the planet when it comes to Formula One content and being involved in a family that we do what we do together. Nobody else has that. I don't even, you can go to a big ass channel that got 100,000 subscribers. They don't have the continuity and the flex that we got here on a smaller channel. And I'm cool with that. Remember, quantity is not above quality. I'll take quality and less quantity. You could tell that by my car build shit. It's crazy with that. It's taking a lot of time to put this car together with a lot of quality and could be done already. But just on the second build, we're going to finish that one a little sooner. But anyway, it is what it is. Big shout out to Julius bringing up a very good point, bro. Julius, man, I also want to congratulate you on becoming part of the family and being very active. You know what I'm saying? You've been very active since you've been part of the family, man. And I appreciate you even correcting me on, Villeneuve, even though I don't really care to pronounce. Sometimes I don't even care to pronounce somebody's name correctly because I feel like they's a jackass and I don't even want to give them that type of respect. And sometimes I do that. But I like, all of y'all. It's cool, man. I love it. I love what we got here, man. So it is what it is. But yeah, Christian Horner, Red Bull, the fall has started and it's still going. And there are going to be more things that are going to come out about Red Bull and the way they run things and what they did for Max. And this is why I told you all, looking back on history, Max's championships are not going to look as good. They're not. They're not going to look as good. His first championship is completely ruined. They're not going to. Cost cap breach, yeah, that's kind of tarnished. Your third championship was probably like your most kind of like, maybe, yeah. Asymmetric braking don't look good on you. Don't look good on you. Losing Adrian Newey and then you can't drive? You mean tell me you can't manage or corral a car that ain't built perfectly and dialed in perfectly for you? You can't do better? than that, everybody said you could win a championship. You could do a pole position on AlphaTauri. We have not seen any evidence of that happening. None. Next season, they get Ford, partnered up with them in the power unit on the electrical side. I don't know about you all. I just had a Ford F-150 with a V8 in it that I had to rent because I had to drop Tahoe after the shop for a rear main seal. That truck was a piece of shit. V8 sound good because Ford make their money off exhaust profile, but I mean, braking was horrible. The continuity of the accelerator by wire was very inconsistent, very intermittent. Ford just really does not make a great product. Outside the Mustang, I used to think that Ford F-150 was going to be always a flagship, but I got a Ford F-150 V8 this week, and it was raggedy. It wasn't great, and this was a new year. The Mustang, I hope they don't ever let that fall off, because if they let that fall off, I mean, what are you going to hang your hat on? Now they're going to come back in the Ford. Remember, Ford wasn't even successful on their own. They had to get with Cosworth to be successful. So what Ford's bringing to the table for Red Bull, I'm not sure how it's going to be, but I can tell you what I think, and I think it's not going to be that great. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I got a new project, which is the Buick, which is a GM project. You know, it's a GM product. Cadillac, we got to taper our expectations on everybody. Audi and Cadillac. Don't be too high on them. Let's just see what they do. But I do hope Audi don't come in with that lackluster-ass livery. I really hope they don't do that. Audi's been kind of quiet here lately. Cadillac a little bit making more noise. Haas about to be out the door as far as an American team. You might as well move all your shit over there to Ferrari where you been. You know, sharing offices, just move all your shit over there. Gene Haas, just move it all over there. We don't even need you no more. You haven't represented America great at all in Formula One. We got Cadillac now. We got GM, General Motors. Just take your shit, move it over there, Italy. You good. You know, y'all save space and time. So, all right, good people, we about to get up out of here. It is what it is, but more stuff is going to be coming out. I can't wait to hear what Sergio Perez got to say, because I know somebody had to say something back to him in response to this. I want to know how he respond on his next podcast. Sergio, get in your bag, man. Get in your bag and let us know how bad it was over there at the Red Bull office, how they was treating you, bro. Because I seen how they was doing you on social media. I seen the way Max Verstappen's mama was doing you. I seen the way Josh Verstappen was crying and whining and complaining when you was outperforming Max. I seen the way Max treated you on the track several times as a raggedy-ass teammate. Let us know how that really went, bro. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Perez. All right, we out. Peace.